Hello there everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Elliot Webber and well, this is something that no one expected going into the new year. Not only that, this makes my previous video extremely redundant, but it has been announced that Ciceley Motorsport will be leaving the Btcc, which leaves two of the quickest cars available to buy for a team next year. So let's get straight into this. Yes guys, that is right. Yesterday morning it was announced Ciceley Motorsport would be departing from the Btcc after just over a decade of racing in the Btcc. Of course, it's been run by Adam Morgan, his dad, and the Morgan family. They originally entered in 2012 with Speedworks Motorsport. They then entered fully under their own banner in 2013 in a Toyota Avensis. They then bought they then built a brand new Mercedes A45 AMG, which was highly successful. It brought Adam and the team's first win. They became an upper midfield team. Adam Morgan was even an early title contender in 2018 with that Mercedes car, and then after 2020 they moved on to the BMW 330i and the 330e for this year, where that also gave them success. Adam Morgan won races. George Gamble, of course, this year took his first win, and then all of a sudden, yeah, they've now announced that they will be departing Btcc this year, so they won't be in touring cars next year. Where will they be racing? They have said that they will be pursuing historic racing, so they'll be racing cars from the 60s, 70s or whatnot. Who knows, maybe even a few appearances in the Super Touring Car Championship, which is still around on a club level. Who knows? But yeah, this is a massive shock. This is a big shock, especially considering the 2023 predictions that I did 2 weeks ago. You can check that out on my channel now. Yeah, it's very shocking. We all thought that Ciceley would be continuing on for a long time. Of course, we know that they're not a championship contending team, but they've won races. Of course, they won a few races this year. And Adam Morgan was a contender for the Independence Championship this year, and George Gamble was a contender for the Jack Sears Trophy this year. So they are a very capable team, but I'm still trying to understand why they left. Of course, that we know that they want to pursue historics, but I don't see why they could have done both. It seems that they want to focus more on that rather than Btcc, which is fair enough. So yeah, Ciceley Motorsport, Adam Morgan, everyone over at Ciceley, I wish you the best of luck. But what does this mean for the cars? Now, we do know that now with Ciceley Motorsport giving up not only their licenses, but it also means they'll be giving up the two BMWs. Of course, the BMW 330e on some weekends was the quickest car by a huge margin. Take Snetterton and Knock Hill this year, for example. Turkington, Jake Hill, George Gamble, Adam Morgan, they couldn't be touched. Of course, that meant every single BMW driver this year won races. The car was that quick. Of course, Turkington won a few races. Jake Hill contended for the championship. Stephen Jelly won a race. Of course, Adam Morgan and George Gamble also won races in the BMW this year. So it was one of the quickest cars, which means that I'm sure almost every team on the grid will be ready to splash the cash, which now we have to ask the question, who will buy these two cars? Who will buy the BMWs for 2023? Now, I've seen a few people throw some teams out there: Napa Racing to buy the cars, Laser Tools Racing to buy the cars, a new team to enter. Of course, as you would have seen in my predictions video, I have predicted Graves Motorsport to enter, but I do not see them using the BMWs. Who do I think will use the BMWs? And this will shock, I think, everyone. I don't see Napa using the BMWs. I don't think they'd want to use the car which is used by one of their rival teams. I think that just wouldn't make sense. I do see them bringing in the Alfa Romeo, as I said in the last video. I don't see Laser Tools Racing going with the BMW either. I think they will merge with Team Hard and will have 5 Cupras. Which team do I think will buy the BMWs? I think it's going to be Power Max Racing. The Btcc is known for these shock announcements, and I think it will be quite a surprise, but I'll be happy if I get this right. I highly doubt I will after I didn't predict Ciceley Motorsport to leave, so this will most likely be wrong. But I can see Power Max Racing using the BMWs. They need a change. They need a big change at Power Max. The Vauxhall's now far too old. Of course, we know that the Infinities probably won't be coming back in 2023, which means that if the Vauxhall stays for 2023, it will be the oldest car on the grid. It's now pushing 5-6 years old now, that Vauxhall. So there has to be a change at Power Max. They need a new car, and I do think that the BMWs are perfect for them. Which also begs the question, will my driver lineup prediction change at Power Max Racing? Yes, I think it will. I think we can scrap the predictions from my last video. Who do I think will be at Power Max Racing? I still think Dan Zelos. I still think Dan Zelos will move up to Btcc with Power Max. But Adam Morgan, if you've read the press release made by Ciceley Motorsport, Adam Morgan had said that he is still wanting to be in Britain's top motorsport championship. So where does he go? I think Adam Morgan will go to Power Max Racing for 2023. He will have, of course, 10 years experience going into that team. Not only that, he will have had 2 years experience with the BMW. It can help Power Max Racing evolve as a team and hopefully return to where they were a few years ago, fighting for race wins, competing for the Independence Championship. And yeah, I think that the BMWs will go to Power Max, and I think it will be Dan Zelos and Adam Morgan at Power Max Racing. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Who will buy the BMWs? Where will Adam Morgan go for 2023? And also, do you think a new team will enter? Will Napa buy the cars? Will Laser Tools buy the cars? Will we see a new team in Btcc in 2023? It does seem likely now with two of the best cars on the grid available. But let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. Of course, if you are new around here, board, be sure to like this video, share with your mates as well, because it does help my channel grow. And of course, I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.